Roy Sav, coming in with the next one, guys. How we doing today? So today's January 14th, guys, and I think it was 2 days ago where I went to Toys R Us. And honestly, lately on YouTube, if you guys noticed, you may have been seeing, if you follow gaming channels, a lot of GameStop. What I know is EB Games near me in Canada, but GameStop it has declined in terms of a lot of things, right? With the whole distribution of digital games as opposed to physical copies, but more so pertaining to their bad service. So my whole thing is, if it's one thing to have your business be at a decline due to just change in demographics, change of how people consume entertainment, right? But if that to be the case, wouldn't you want to make sure your customer service and everything else was top notch to best, I don't know, keep your customers, I guess, keep your customers loyal. Maybe they would continue to come and purchase, from your store if they feel like this is a good company, they'll always treat me well, the customer service is nice, as opposed to going and buying it digital or even going on Amazon and buying it online. Like, people buy on Amazon, or at least I do, for the convenience. Yes, you don't have to go out and purchase the item, plus there's that surprise factor when your package comes. But some at the same time, if you have a good rapport and there's a good customer service and additives and deals that come with the store, usually the incentives that they add to compete with Amazon and other online stores, you think they'd be good. But just like GameStop, Toys R Us has shit service too, guys. So in America, I know Toys R Us is, I think it's closing down or something like that, because their stocks were failing, they were going bankrupt, and maybe they were saved by something. But in Canada, we still have Toys R Us. As I know, it's still open. You can still go in there and purchase stuff. And at the time when I purchased my Nintendo Switch, guys, I got it from Toys R Us. And this is only because, honestly, I bought it when it basically first came out. And if you guys remember, you couldn't get your hands on one. And it wasn't like, hey, I want to go get it at Best Buy because they have a good warranty. No, it's like wherever had it when you made the call, you got up and you go purchase the Switch, which is what I did. Now to say, unfortunately, I got it from Toys R Us. And when I got it from them, everything was nice. They had two of them. I got two, one to sell. And I got the warranty for mine. Now, guys, I worked at Best Buy, so I know how warranties work. I know the whole spin. I know the finesse. I made sure I told the guy, I'm like, buddy, I know how this works. I need you to make sure this, I want to purchase the warranty where I come in store, with my broken Joy-Con or my Switch, and you're going to replace it for me in store. That's what I want. If it's that one where I have to call, package it up, send it off, wait a week, I don't want to deal with that shit. I'd rather buy a new one at that point. That's just how I am. So, I was very clear on that. And he's like, yeah, you can swap it out in store. He gave me the whole insurance spiel, right? Whatever I wanted to hear. And I just kind of went off of, he didn't sound like he was scamming me, but he's telling me that's what I get. And I always go, worst case, I'll call in, I'll reference that. And they should be able to do something because that would be good service. Now, the thing with warranty, guys, is for the most part, you'd hope not to go and check in on the warranty 2 weeks in when you buy your product. The whole point is, my voice probably got really loud there, sorry. My whole point is, you want to get it, but in hopes that it doesn't work. It's just like any other insurance. You're not hoping that you get to utilize the insurance. Is there just in case you have to utilize it. So that may happen a lot longer down the time from when you purchase the item. In my case, a year, right after my manufacturer warranty expires. So when I contact Toys R Us and I'm on the phone, the individual did tell me hey, I'm pretty sure it's the one where you got to order it online, but I'm telling him what the guy who sold me the warranty told me, right? So I'm just direct referencing what I was told from another employee at another store. And he's like, okay, give me 1 second, let me go check. So I'm assuming he went to go speak with a manager to go reference something about the warranty. So he comes back 30 seconds later and he's like, okay, yeah, just bring in the Joy-Cons or whatever and we'll be able to swap it out for you. So I'm looking at that as a confirmation. So now there's the guy who sold me the insurance initially telling me that I could do it. The guy who was on the phone at this point who went and I'm assuming went to go speak with someone to confirm that I could do it, said I could do it. So now I go into the Toys R Us. So I'm getting out of my house to go to the store with the confirmation that I could switch my Joy-Cons out, no pun intended. And the individual tells me I can't do that. Now, it was a young guy on the phone. I'm assuming it was the kid there, but he's not really playing on like it was him because, you don't want to take the blame for what's about to happen. So he goes and gets the manager. And this guy looking like fucking, I stopped him from being in the subway or some shit. Like, he's kind of like triggered a bit, already like stern with the no. Like, I saw the no on his face when he walked out. But I'm going off of like what I thought was good customer service. So I tell him the story of what happened. And he just gave me the whole basic, I'm sorry about that, but we can't shit. Looking into it, I already knew like what would have had to happen. They're going to take I would have assumed they had Joy-Cons on the go to swap out in the case that they did do in-store swap outs like GameStop would. But he basically mentioned he would have to open up a brand new Joy-Con set, which is worth $100 and give it to me. And, that's, you would have to like, it's basically like stealing in a sense, right? Because there would be no SKU, you didn't scan it and all this bullshit. And I'm like, sure, I get like the turbulence that it may cause from doing this, but if I was told that that's what's supposed to happen, then do it. I guess pay for the repercussions. I don't know if I'm asking for too much, but like when you're selling a warranty, like insurance for a car, you need it. You have to get insurance. But when you're selling a warranty for like a product, it's like at that moment, if you're going to lie to the individual and that's the basis of the sale, sure, you made your like, I don't know, $2 on your fucking commission or whatever it is, or now, they slapped you on the bottom. Good job, Jimmy. But what the fuck? Like the repercussions in the long term for the customer is so much worse. And it's like that doesn't go through your head. Even when I was working at Best Buy, guys. And they would do the same thing. They would push us to like sell the warranty for the phone. And it's like it had value, but when you really take it in, it was shit. It was shit. It was shit. Like I'll say it now, it was ass. And I just don't understand why, like someone, I don't know why someone would be okay with doing that. I didn't do it. Like if I knew the person would need it, there was actually value there, the person would bring it up, they would request it, then I would sell it. But I would try not to push it just to push it because I knew the person didn't need it. It was a waste of money. So I guess I went off the same notion that this person was like that, and he seemed to be a nice individual, but I ended up getting shammed. And I never get finessed, guys. I always dodge getting finessed. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, but I got finessed. Now my warranty still works. I can still do the whole 7-day package it shit, but let's be honest, I'm not gonna do it. I'll probably end up buying a new Switch. I've had it for a year or more. They're gonna probably make a new one in 2019 with all the speculations. So I'll probably end up getting a new one. But the moral is when you're purchasing any product that insurance or anything like that is an option, I would say one, get it. Always get it. The manufacturer warranties suck. It's like even worse of a process than the one you get that's an extended warranty. But also you get an extended time because, electronics naturally they give out and it's usually a year or 6 months or like quite after the time you purchased it. And that's a good product. So you want that extended warranty so you don't have to deal with the hassle of, speaking with the representatives with no warranty and or having to buy a new one in the worst case, especially for an expensive item. So I would just say make sure that they're very clear on explaining what the warranty is. And if they do give you a pamphlet, read it. They did give me a pamphlet, but like all that little extra crap and all that whatever is one thing, but I just wanted him to confirm because you're supposed to know the warranty. So you just let me know, like, is it the one that is in store? Is it the one that I have to send it out? You should be able to tell me that much if you're working at the establishment, right? Like, that's all I was going for. And from there, if there was anything else specifically in there, like I can't switch the Joy-Cons out and it's the whole entire thing I have to switch in, sure, I didn't read that. You gave me the pamphlet, but it was nothing like that. It was you told me one thing and then sold me another. So that's just pure deception. So I'll just say watch out for that, guys. And I'm gonna end it off with that. I just want to kind of let that off my chest because it's been pissing me off for the last 2 days. Because I could have, God forbid, I was just ranting like I'm gonna break my switch. I could do this and that, and I could get a new one. I was confident for that whole year. So you only could imagine what would have happened when I went to the store after that and found out that I couldn't switch it out. No pun intended again. But you guys already know what it is. Subscribe to the channel. I don't know if these are getting views, man. I don't know if YouTube's hiding my stuff with the algorithm, but I'm not seeing it hit out to the, not the mainstream, but the any stream. But let's hope this one does something, so we'll see. But if you do see this, subscribe to the channel, click that bell, guys. You already know what it is. It's Roy Savage.